These plump, creamy morsels of the sea are touted as libido boosters, but the real power of oysters is their self-sustainability. With wild oyster reefs disappearing from overfishing and pollution, environmentally conscious farmers fill the demand for these tasty bivalves. More than 95% of the oysters we eat are raised on farms like this one at Greenwell Point.
See you guys.
About 3 hours south of Sydney on Australia's southeastern coast. This is the heart of the country's oyster farming industry, where Sydney rock and Pacific oysters are grown in some of the world's cleanest waters.
That looks like a lot of oysters.
This container here, there's probably around 2,500 in there.
Oh.
So now,
Oh wow, they are babies.
yeah, all that new growth shows that they're growing very rapidly. That's really soft, frilly edge, so you can see how happy they are by looking at the fringe.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good.
What makes these slurpable shellfish special is their positive impact on the environment.
The whole area is just luscious seagrass now, which means you've got your crabs, you've got your prawns, you've got your little fish, you've got your whole ecosystem in here, which means you've got your healthy water.
Goodnight Oyster Farm covers nearly 14 hectares. Baby oysters from a hatchery are hardened in a land nursery, then put into floating cylinders in the river where they tumble with the tide for at least a year. While their habitat is natural, these babies are nurtured, monitored, and categorized. And as they grow, the oysters are transferred to different baskets. Oysters filter feed, so they don't need additional food or chemicals and actually clean the water they live in. Getting to the mature oysters proves to be a bit sticky. At low tide, boats can't get too close to the baskets, so we're forced to trudge through mud and seagrass.
And you get
Each
stuck.
step, I'm like stuck.
But once there, the reward is worth the trek. Oysters can go from the water to a table in Asia within 30 hours, or you can visit the farm and eat fresh from the river.
I'm gonna eat all the oysters I want out here.
So slurp up. These marvelous mollusks
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
are good for the environment and for you.
Good.